Welcome to RT-Import, Royal Tiger Imports. I'm Uli and this is Shaw. Well guys, there was no video in a long time. You know, I was overseas in Africa and basically supervising our contract over there. And, you know, making progress, steady but slow. It's Africa. But nevertheless, there is progress. I'll tell you an update later on. But first of all, I want to show you what we recently received from Africa. All kind of various rifles and handguns and show what do we actually get. You know, you digged in the boxes while I was working in Africa. So what do we have here?
Sure. Well, we got a nice assortment, arguably one of the widest assortments we've gotten in a long time. We, of course, got in some of the classics that we've been selling for a while. We've got in some, for example, cavalry Gras carbines, as well as, we haven't had in a while, we got in some artillery and gendarmerie carbines, as well as the Gras long rifles right here, the MLE 1874s. And we also got in some number 1 Mark IIIs in various conditions. We have some that are more A grade. We also have a lot that are more C grade. And we currently have some of those posted as well, so make sure to check those out. In addition, we got quite a few Kropatschek rifles. We didn't expect to get that many, but we got in some 1878s, 1884s, and 1885s. A surprising number of 1885s, which is the predecessor to the Lebel, and are extremely rare. In addition, a new one that we haven't had in a long time is the VZ52. Unfortunately, some of them are missing some parts like top hand guards, as well as some cracks in the stock, etc. But nonetheless, we'll be able to describe that on the website for you so you know exactly what you're getting. And we may even refurbish some of them as well. So those will be really beautiful once we get some of them refurbished, if we do. In addition, we've also got some Hakim rifles. Again, they run the condition variety. Some of them are quite nice, like this one. This actually is surprisingly good for what's remaining out of Ethiopia. And we also have some that have some small cracks, etc. So overall, a nice variety.
So good. So basically, so we have everything between A grade and C grade. So the A grades we're gonna list individually, so you guys can see exactly what you're getting. C grades we're gonna discount heavily, and you guys have to do a project on to fix up at home. But I'm missing all the Kakanos here. We got basically the entire Kakano family. Every Kakano ever made, we have received as well. We have the long rifles. We have the 91 24s. We have the 91 cavalry carbines. We have the I think the 38 model, right, with the folding bayonet. We have the short rifles. Basically, we received every Kakano under the sun, you know, which was ever made. And of course, we're going to have them listed, and the A grades we list individually. And also we received original brass clips, stripper clips for Kakano. So all of this is coming soon up on the website, and folks, really stay tuned to our flyers. If you didn't subscribe yet, subscribe. There's a lot of interesting stuff coming along, you know, with interesting handguns like the Lugers, like the broom handles, and all kind of various items are available. So this is, quite frankly, the largest selection of military surplus firearms in the entire world, and we're proud to have them here and make them available to you, the honest collector. And we really appreciate the effort to preserve history for generations to come. So we really appreciate your help in doing this. Troy, is there anything else?
Well, other than that, just definitely make sure to stay tuned, because this is just the tip of the iceberg for right now. In the next coming weeks, we'll have plenty more content coming out, and it's going to be very interesting to sort through all of it.
Awesome. And we're going to do videos on each of these rifle families, and you will see exactly what's going on, what you will be getting. And like I said, focus on watching here, or basically checking our website from time to time, because there's some cool stuff coming up for sale. All right, folks, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we appreciate your business. God bless, and God bless America.
All right, folks, let's get a closer look at these firearms. Starting with some of the pistols at the bottom here, you can see these are our Lugers. Of course, these are the East German Volkspolizei Lugers, as you can tell by the grip with the center medallion. We also have a handful of Mauser C96 pistols. We have quite the variety of these. We have early cone hammers, we have large rings with the slab side. We also have some of these, which are more the later model, and we even have one Red 9. Moving on, we have our VZ52, This is one that I just grabbed out of the new shipment. It's kind of a display of what some of the average can be in it. Of course, we have some that are a lot better and some that are a bit harder worn on, like this one. You can see, unfortunately, it does have a crack in the stock. However, it does have pretty much most of its metal hardware besides the upper handguard. Moving on, we also have our Hakim rifle. This one is in not too bad a shape, considering what's left in Ethiopia. This one you can see still has quite a bit of finish remaining. Still needs a good cleaning off, of course. But it also has its intact rear sight assembly. Of course, we have our Ethiopian rack numbers. However, this stock, besides having lots of dings and dents, is pretty solid and there are no major cracks in this. Moving on, we also have a 1878 Steyr Marine Kropatschek rifle. This is what predated some of the other 1884 Kropatscheks, like you'll see here. However, this one was made by Steyr, as you can see on the side here. And of course, MLE 1878 Marine. Moving on, as I mentioned previously, we have a 1884 Kropatschek, which was manufactured in France for the French military. Very similar to the 1878, however, you can see there are some differences in the front ends. Moving on, we have a Gras 1874 cavalry carbine. This one does have most of its original rear sight with the base and the leaf, just does not have the slider on this example. And we can get a close look at the markings. You can see this one is a little bit worn, but it is still present. This one is actually a conversion. So this was originally a Chassepot, an MLE 1866, and then stamped in addition, although it's a little bit hard to see, is a -74 marking, meaning that this was converted into a Gras rifle, or a Gras cavalry carbine. Moving on, we have a Vetterli 1870/87 rifle. Previously, we had a very limited amount of these rifles. However, we did get in a nice batch. We got in quite a few of these, and they're all in surprisingly good shape. So definitely keep tuned for those. I know those were hot sellers last time, and we do have quite a bit more of them. We also have a 1874 Gras infantry rifle. This one has its entire rear sight assembly. Many of the ones that we recently received do have either most or all of their rear sight assembly, which is great news. And of course, we can take a quick look at the markings as well. Manufactured d'armes, Saint-Étienne. And of course, 1874. Moving on, this is one of our Enfield No. 1 Mark IIIs that we pulled out of our C grade pile. As you can see, it does have some issues such as a missing section of a handguard, some cracks in the stock. As you can see, the C grade rifles do need work. However, we are selling these at a massive discount currently. So if you do have some of the time and patience to work with these rifles and clean them up, it's a great hobby and a wonderful rifle when you're done with it. And this is another C grade. We distinctly sell these in a different listing. As you can see, the majority of the rifle's furniture behind the middle barrel band is intact. However, you can see that the front end has been shortened, similar to how many sporterized rifles were done in the US here. And finally, we have a No. 4 Mark I that was updated to the 1/2 configuration. And folks, we have so much more to come. This is just the little tip of the iceberg for now. But in the meantime, stay tuned. God bless. God bless USA.